check this out. I am running PowerPoint on my tablet and I am circling. I am making a star, another star, and doing stuff like this. Going to the next instructions, putting in icons. This is all PowerPoint stuff, yet it's actually transparent. So I will teach you how in this video. Okay, and here is the secret. So basically, this is my PowerPoint slide, and this is what my PowerPoint slide looks like. It's a green screen slide in a way. So I have a little section of the slide that's actually green. You can do that by just simply by creating like inserting a shape of a rectangle, I guess, well, let's say a circle, and shape fill the green right there, the typical green. Okay, and that's the perfect green for green screen. Okay. So that's what I did. Basically, there's a rectangle there. I actually put this in there because so that I can put notes on this side. Because as you'll see on my tablet, that's what I'm running. I'm running it like this on my tablet, and then I can see my own notes on the right side. And because really only that strip, that green strip, is the only one that I'm gonna actually try to capture and put it into my screen. Okay, so that's the setup. And then it's OBS. Hopefully you know what OBS Studio is. The newest OBS Studio has a built-in virtual camera right here, so that when you click on it, then you basically actually you have a functionality to actually use the zoom, and you can check out other videos to figure out how to do that. So once that I have that PowerPoint on my tablet, which I can just, that's my tablet PowerPoint that's running currently. On my tablet as well as on my desktop, there is a plugin called Chrome Remote Desktop. On this computer, Remote Desktop is running, which is free, by the way. And then on my computer, my desktop, this thing is running. So when I click on Surface Pro, okay, which is this computer, now it's logging onto this one, and it's going to show whatever I'm seeing here onto the desktop. So that's step number one. So do you see that? Okay, so notice what happened, right? So I have a window now. I have a browser window that is actually showing, okay, that is showing what I'm seeing here. So that when I go like this, it's exactly showing what I'm seeing. So now you could possibly do this also with TeamViewer and other things as well. Okay, so now that you know that now whatever's happening here can happen on your browser. At this point, I think some of you might already know how to do this for the rest of the way. I'm going to add an input, and I'm going to actually add a window capture, because what I want to do is I want to capture that browser, okay? Because I want to grab that section of the green. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add window capture, and I will go ahead and say browser, or let's say my Surface Pro window, and say OK, or press Alt and start doing this, resizing it, really resizing it until I'm just getting the green. Basically, I'm pressing Alt. Okay, so if you don't want the edge, you can kind of go in more a little bit like this. And then let's say pretty much I want it right there. Let me move myself here. So, and right there. Okay, you see that? So fit to screen, so I'm bigger. The Surface window is in front of me, but how do you get that transparent look? That's the key. Right click on Surface Pro window that I just created, and click on filters, and this is what you see. And you see effects filter, okay? So because this is the browser window, and then you press plus, you will see chroma key. When you click on chroma key, let's call it green screen. And guess what happened? Immediately, because default is green, actually you can say blue screen or magenta screen or a custom screen, the PowerPoint has become now transparent except the non-green objects. Close. And now, wow, it's already transparent. Okay, and so that means I can be behind it. I can do this. There I am. Notice that immediately right now I can actually draw stuff on it like this. Click on input, the text, okay, and just say dark background or something. Okay, so I have this text file, text thing, which is blank right now. But what happened is I actually changed the opacity. Okay, I changed the opacity to, it used to be, I guess, 0. So let's say I put space, and if I put in words, then you'll put in words, right? So, but I put a bunch of spaces, okay, for now. And then I change the opacities, and what will happen is, like, notice what's going on. I'm gonna change the opacity to like 60%. Okay, and what we have now is a dark background, and you want to make sure that this dark background, which is here, which used to be on top, is, because you don't want it to just cover, like, you don't want it to just simply cover the PowerPoint section. You want it to be behind it, so that the PowerPoint words pop out. So you just put it below. I don't think you see what I'm doing here. So it's right here. You put this right below the surface for a window, and now it should go behind it. There we go. Now it looks like this. Now notice, actually you shouldn't use like yellow or green pens, obviously, because it's green screen. So the best pen to use is blue. Now, unfortunately, blue doesn't really show up very well on green as you're looking at it, but it looks really good on the screen after the green screen has been taken out. But it's visible enough for me to work with, right? So, all right, that's it. Hope that helps.